We're here to talk about why Salah, or prayer, exists, and it's probably not for the reason you were told. Let's get right into it. You know, if prayer feels heavy to you, it's really not because you're weak. That feeling isn't some kind of personal failing or a sign that your faith is lacking. The reason it feels that way is probably because you were never told what prayer actually is. That weight you feel, it comes from a fundamental misunderstanding of its entire purpose. So here's the core idea of this whole explainer. Salat was never meant to be just some kind of spiritual background noise in your life. No, it was specifically designed to interrupt the human ego. Okay, so if we think of prayer as a system for interruption, what happens when you take it away? What exactly fills that void? Let's be honest for a second. When prayer disappears from a person's life, that space doesn't just stay empty. Something always rushes in to replace it. The question is, what is that something? Usually it's one of these four: impulse, emotion, desire, or just distraction. And here's the thing about those replacements. They don't exactly ask for your permission before they take over the driver's seat. And this is where we get to the real problem that prayer was built to solve. It all comes down to the unchecked ego. You see, the human ego is a master at one thing: justifying itself. I mean, think about it. Every bad habit, every delay, every single excuse, that's the ego at work. It creates this feedback loop that is almost impossible to break when you're stuck inside of it. And this is where it gets really dangerous, because without something to interrupt that loop, the ego starts to slowly and quietly rewrite your own sense of morality to fit whatever it desires. And that's exactly why prayer exists. It's there to break that loop. And not just once in a while, but 5 times every single day. So this reframes everything, doesn't it? It shifts the whole conversation away from how do I feel and towards what do I do. It's not about motivation anymore. It's about structure. Think about it. Motivation is a feeling. It's amazing when it's there, but it always fades. You just can't rely on it. Salah, on the other hand, isn't motivation. It's a structure. And structure survives because it's built on repetition, not on how you're feeling at any given moment. We're all living on a schedule, whether we realize it or not. The only real question is, who's setting it? If you don't schedule submission, your ego will happily schedule itself. And that's why, a prayer just once a week wouldn't cut it. A monthly ritual? No way. Why? Because the ego doesn't just act up on Sundays. It misbehaves daily. So prayer has to meet the problem where it lives, at its own frequency. This all leads us to a really powerful and maybe even a little uncomfortable truth. Real change isn't driven by your feelings, it's driven by your actions. So when you pray, it's not just some symbolic gesture, it's actual identity training. Every single time you stand, especially on those days when you really don't feel like it, you are actively reminding yourself who is actually in charge. See, most of us have this completely backward. We wait around hoping to feel spiritual, and then maybe we'll act. But the reality is feelings follow action, not the other way around. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the why, but all this theory means nothing if we don't turn it into a practical first step. So let's make this real, right now. So what's the plan for tonight? Look, don't make some grand promise to change your entire life overnight. That's just a fantasy, and honestly, it's a setup for failure. The plan is simple, just one stand for one prayer. That's it. That's the start. And this right here is probably the most important part of this whole conversation. Do it even if your heart feels totally empty. In fact, do it especially then. Now, in our next explainer, we're going to dig into why it's not one prayer or 10, but exactly 5. Trust me, that number wasn't just picked out of a hat. It's actually a form of mercy disguised as discipline. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Just knowing the truth doesn't change you. Taking action does.